From the very start, this was a battle of red lines that became ever clearer as this determined divorce dragged on for 4.5 years. Looking back, anti-Europe factions had been noisy for decades, but were always seen as unrepresentative of the public at large. In 2015, to appease and silence them, then Prime Minister David Cameron allowed a referendum. In hindsight, that was as reckless as the ensuing complacency of his Remain campaign.
We are approaching one of the biggest decisions this country will face in our lifetimes, whether to remain in a reformed European Union or to leave.
Because in 2016, an apparently comfortable status quo was suddenly overturned. And Cameron's political career was over.
But I do not think it would be right for me to try to be the captain that steers our country to its next destination.
The UK first joined the European Union's forerunner, the EEC, in 1973. It was an uneasy alliance from the start. Britain, semi-detached from Europe, never fully in, turning its back on monetary union in the 90s to keep sterling over the European currency. With Cameron suddenly gone, his successor Theresa May took the reins, but was quickly identified by the emboldened Brexit lobby as too reasonable for the task ahead. She needed a mandate and called a snap election in 2017, but instead of increasing her majority, she lost it. She was now at the mercy of lawmakers who repeatedly savaged her attempts at compromise with Brussels. The red lines were getting clearer. And so, after 3 failed attempts to win support for her deal, May had to throw in the towel.
I do so with no ill will, but with enormous and enduring gratitude to have had the opportunity to serve the country I love.
Boris Johnson was the Brexiteers' choice. He brought energy and determination to the cross-channel divorce project.
Because we're going to restore trust in our democracy. And we're going to fulfil the repeated promises of Parliament to the people and come out of the EU on October the 31st. No ifs or buts.
Johnson wanted it done. And when MPs tried to check his progress, as they'd done with May, he pushed back hard. At one point last September, he actually suspended Parliament for 5 weeks, an unprecedented move that was ruled illegal by the UK's Supreme Court. Like May, Johnson went to the country for support. A snap election, and in December, was a bold, high-risk move. But unlike May, he won a resounding victory. A hefty majority of 80 meant on getting Brexit done, he had the public's support. The Eurosceptics could leave him to get on with it. The withdrawal agreement became law in February 2020, and negotiations began for a new deal. Only then did those red lines dividing a new UK sovereignty with privileged access to the European single market start to paint themselves in the public sphere. The symbolic issue of fishing rights and the economic practicalities of a level playing field took on such importance that the negotiators exhausted themselves trying to gain even an inch from the other side.
We keep calm, as always, and if there is still a way, we will see. Thank you, au revoir.
Brussels, it was clear now, understood just how permanent Britain's new independence would be, and the message it would send to others in an increasingly turbulent group of remaining 27 member states. Andrew Wilson, CGTN.